Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today, I'd like to speak to you about being an ex-Muslim is not enough. I chose this title, but in the beginning, I would like to offer my condolences to all the families who have lost loved ones in that terrible attack in New Zealand, regardless of how much we differ with one another, how much we argue or uh, contradict one another. It is not right for anyone to go to a place, even if they worship Satan himself. People are not doing any violent act towards anybody, and a person takes a gun or rifle and spray them with bullets. This is unacceptable. This is terrorism by all means. And if anyone try to justify this, it's unjustifiable. Regardless what these people believe, what they say, it doesn't matter. This is in the beginning, okay? So my subject today is not enough to be an ex-Muslim. Why I chose this subject? It actually has connection to what happened in New Zealand and the media. Once something like this happens, the media right away, they start to attack guns and gun owners as they are the villains. And actually, most safe people is gun owners. I mean the law-abiding gun owners. They don't hurt anybody. This is just for self-defense. But why the media right away they jump into conclusion once something like this happen, let's ban guns. Guns are evil. Okay, what about the person who takes a bus or a truck and plow into people like what happened in France and Germany during Christmas season? He killed more people. Or are we going to ban buses and trucks, and cars, and also knives? Some people use knives to kill people. Everybody has knives in his home or her home. That does not mean you go and slaughter people, although you could. So there is connection why the media always jump into the conclusion that guns are evil and we have to ban guns. It's not the guns by itself, no. It's because the media are paid. The media is paid by certain group and certain people of interest. And these people of interest normally are the ones who are running the government. Whether it's the government or the deep state or what have you, it doesn't matter. These people, they, in their best interest that the public does not have anything for self-defense. What happens when you do not have anything for self-defense? The government can dictate to you what to do. So they take some incident like this and they jump right away, let's ban guns. Okay, there's an example, recent example that it is in Venezuela. Venezuela, before the coming of Hugo Chavez and his brother later on Maduro, the Venezuelan people, they were prosperous people, very wealthy nation, and they had most oil reserve in the world in Venezuela. It was a very wealthy country. What happened? They turned it into a socialist, and They gathered all the weapons, all the guns that the average person had. So they had no way to rebel against the evil of the government. Once this happens, the government can do anything they want. So they starve the people now and they cannot rebel. They cannot say no. They can starve until they die. It doesn't matter. Okay? The same in North Korea. All the dictators, China, before they want total control, and to gain total control without exception, all of them have to confiscate firearms from the people, from the public. Once they succeed in doing that, like Hitler, once he gathered all the guns from the hands of the public, he can do whatever he pleases. Okay? And he can tell the media what to say, and then if people get brainwashed enough, then the guns are no good. Let's get rid of guns. The thing is, if we remember, this person who shot he sprayed bullets in two mosques. In the first mosque, he killed, I think, 41 people. And then he drove on to go to another mosque. In the second mosque, only 7 people died. Why 41 in one mosque and only 7 in the second? The second mosque, there was one of the people in the mosque was carrying his gun. Once he heard the bullets, he pulled his gun and he started to shoot back. And the armed guy fled the scene. He ran away. He ran away. What if the first mosque there was another person like that, or more than one person who was carrying a self-defense gun? And I'm not saying this only for the mosques. I'm saying this for anybody, church, synagogue, uh, even in your workplace. For example, in France, Charlie Hebdo, the magazine, when the terrorists went there, it doesn't matter, Muslim terrorist, Christian terrorist, Jewish terrorist. If you're a terrorist, you're a terrorist. I don't care your religion is. Okay? When the terrorists went there, France, they don't let the citizen carry guns for self-defense. Should the people in Charlie Hebdo have had firearms for self-defense, they would have a fighting chance. Once they see these people coming into the office, they can take cover and fire back. Okay? But the media does not say that. They won't control firearms. Because if that deadly weapon is only in the hand of the government can control me and you. And they use an incident like this, whether it's Charlie Hebdo or uh, this New Zealand incident, or there are many. There was one recently in a synagogue in Pennsylvania. So it doesn't matter. They use it to say guns are bad, let's ban guns. But really they have an agenda, and this agenda is to control us. Why I am afraid of controlling? Because I came out of an Islamic country that it's primarily you are to follow the leader. It's controlling. And no wonder all the Middle Eastern countries, probably with the exception of Yemen, and I don't know if carrying firearms is legal there. I know they carried a dagger, but I know some of them have firearm, but it could be illegal firearm. Anyway, reality is most of the Middle Eastern countries, Muslim countries, people don't carry firearms. And therefore, the leader, the king, the president, the crown prince can dictate and everybody has to obey. So I came from this culture of obedience. Even if you don't like it, you have to obey the master. Okay? I can see that. And that's why the forefather of America, the forefather were very aware of this situation. And that's why America, the Second Amendment is very important for the American public, that the government does not confiscate the firearms from people. Any arms, any. But even in America, and they succeeded somewhat in Australia to convince people, they call it buyback, to gather the weapons. Once this happened, the crime skyrocketed in Australia. However, most safe areas, actually, most safe states in America is the state where people are allowed to carry firearms on them, on the person, on you. So people know almost everybody is armed. So you misbehave, you don't know, you could take a bullet. If you are trying to harm somebody, somebody will shoot you. So everybody try to behave. Okay? So making this connection takes us to the point that there is a constant brainwashing, even in the West, by the media. And very few people like myself and the ex-Muslim. To be an ex-Muslim, it means you rebelled once against what was bad, what was like pushing you down, not to think, a slave, a servant of Allah and Muhammad. No, you took a leap. Make a use of this leap and participate. Help those who need help. Speak out. And bring the picture of Muhammad to the public, to the people. Because many people, they think he is the greatest man who came to history. Okay, let's open. How do we know that he is the greatest? I don't mind if he was, but let's see his deeds. Let's see what he did to be the best and the highest in human history. Okay, so that is not enough. Please be attentive to what's happening on the news so that we don't fall back. Let's expose this, our responsibility, collective responsibility. Expose Islam. Thank you very much, and we welcome any comment, even those who tell me that I'm lying. I wish you can tell me what I lie about, but anyway, I welcome your comments. Thank you very much. See you again.